Wait on that. And then we really made these tighter, didn't we? Do I have to cut this down? That's my question. Probably not. I shouldn't need to cut it down. Well, maybe I do. Oh no, I do. I gotta cut those down. Okay, I have to find my good wire cutters then. Dang. Okay, should have figured. Wait. Definitely the way you assemble it, so. Yeah, because I don't think. Yeah, these can't cut through. Do I know where my better wire cutters are? I know I have them here somewhere. Really don't want to. Yeah, because there's really, I don't think there's anything I can do to get away with without having to cut these. Even if because if I stick them through the PCB, they're definitely going to be too long. Nope, don't break. Not that it matters really, but there we go. Yeah, that's going to be way too long on that, isn't it? Where is it? I can't get away with it. No, yeah, I can't get away with that. And I'm guessing if I leave it that long, actually, can I do that? Yeah, I could do that. That's a button, clearly. Oh, I see, I just have that facing the wrong way, but okay. But I could get away with that, but I can't go the other way. Unless I was building it wrong. avoid having to cut this if I can. I don't really have good cutters for this kind of metal. That looks about the same. Why does it feel like it's not sitting right? It like feels unstable. Come on. First of the slim, actually. Oh, interesting. I actually do need. Do I actually need to build? You know, probably, because I haven't built one of these. I'm just gonna go look at what the manual says. It's gonna be one of those floundering around type of videos for a minute. I mean, I know which side that goes on, but I wonder if I need to raise that up. That's for the original V2. That's not for this version. Because oh, I see. I mean, this just barely fits on here. Where's the butt? I guess it rests on the ridge. But, like... Okay, that's... It's on there really tight. Like, it just barely fits. Even, because it's not even that it's hitting these pins. So, like, as I'm assembling, it's not... There we go. It's not that it's hitting these, it's actually hitting the edge of this. So, if I stick it in... That fits fine. And then our pins line up. And then that goes like that. Okay. Yeah. That doesn't actually fit. This case doesn't fit this. It's like the dimensions are off. I don't want to solder this until I know that everything's gonna fit. Sure. Let's see, is this case any better? could, in theory, solder the DB25. No, that's not gonna. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just there's not enough room behind the PCB. Even if, like, okay. Doesn't come with an assembly for this one, right? No, this is just stuff I already know. If I could find my better wire cutters, I would. I just don't want to have to desolder this if I'm wrong. And that's my real concern. Of course, I can't find any cutters, except for the ones I already have. Oh, there we go. This is to cut pin by pin. I'll be finding these for a week. Alright, so I only want one row. Yeah. Alright. I got one row cut down. Take out the other row for now. I just want to see, does that solve the issue of the fitment? Okay. No, this case does. Yeah, this case is like too small for. Yeah, it's like the case assembles together fine. But it does not. There's just not enough clearance on these rear posts. I'm not worried about needing to get a new connector. I mean, that I can have tons of these. The board itself doesn't even. Yeah, there's definitely not enough clearance between. So if I try and build this with just. Okay. It fits fine without the pi on it. If I add the pi, mind you, I don't have the pi soldered, but yeah, the pi makes everything too thick. Okay, wait, hold on. No, that looks okay. Once it's alright. That looked okay. I'm gonna tack one side of this down. Just so I can simulate. Okay, that's pretty close. That should give me enough approximation. I think it's slightly bent, but I would. Man, this is not. This is tight. Just adding the. I've built plenty of the normal ones, but this one is... Because it looks like it's supposed to sit there. But there's just no way that's possible. Yeah, I was like, okay, am I maybe building it upside down? But no, definitely not. Am I supposed to, oh, you know, I wonder, am I supposed to line these up with the board out, then put the board in? I mean, that's better. Yeah, okay, that's probably what okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Not as easy to build as the original, or easy, or obvious as the originals, but that's okay. Alright, at least now I know what I need to do. Okay. Alright. Stick that through. Make sure it's flat. Now we'll do the bottom. Once again, make sure it's flat, and it is. Do the other side. Okay, that looks good. Now, I care about? No. Alright. So right now, I'm just going through because I kind of cut the legs a little shorter than I needed. So I'm just heating up the leg, pushing through more of it, just so I know I can get good soldering adhesion on the leg. Now for the ones I haven't done, I should just be able to squeeze the leg through. Yep, ahead. I could have just done that on the others, but you know. I'm just giving it a gentle squeeze. And it just pushes the leg through a bit. And for the other side, I don't have to worry about that. So, the other side, I didn't cut. Alright, how are we looking? Okay. There we go. I don't like how that one looks. There we go. Okay. So if I was to do this again, I would just do it like I thought I needed to do it, which is to just stick the legs through, solder them, and then cut them. Which is what I'll do on the next one. So the next one won't be as difficult. Although I hate cutting these legs because my cutters aren't really great. Okay, let's see. How are we looking? Good enough. I'm not trying to win any contests here. That's good. Now we'll just go through and do the other side. This side's gonna be a little bit. This side's gonna be a little bit easier because I have more metal to solder with. Where the other side I cut it. Although really you should cut your leads before you cut solder, because you can introduce solder fractures, and also because you may cut into the solder. But you know, I'm actually kind of curious if I even needed to trim the legs. About to find out. Alright, so if I assemble this partially like that, and then stick the board in. Yeah, I definitely have to cut the legs. No question about that. Enough. Now we just throw that in there. Still got a solder at the top, but that's okay. I want to make. I'm doing a dry fit because knowing my luck, if I don't. Cool. Actually, that's okay. Yeah. That's good. I don't have to make any adjustments. That's ready to be fully soldered up. So let's do. Always tack one down, push on the connector in the board, squeeze, let it harden. Now you're good to go ahead and finish it. Want to also let it sit for like, you know, half a second just to make sure that it fully bonds. If you have flux, you don't have to worry about it as much. And then, yeah, there you go. Decent enough. Ignore the headers because again I had to kind of chop those off and I don't really have great cutters for that, but you know, it worked well enough. Okay, the only thing left are these guys. And done. One down. This one's fully done. There we go. Now that I've done one, I don't need to worry about doing the second one as much, so throw that in there. That one's done. I still have to do, actually, oh crap, I forgot about the various jumpers. Does this not come with the actual jumper pin, shunts? I have a package, and I don't know what. Oh, did I only get one shunt? Oh, there it is in the back. Or not. These are just jumpers. Really don't need these for general usage, but I'll go ahead and okay. There we go. I'll clean up the board when I get a chance. Not a big deal. Alright, I like to do these after I like to stick the longer end through the bottom so nobody can see my crimes, aka my terrible cutters. That's okay. And then USB goes this way. This is actually the Wi-Fi version. Okay. One down. And it doesn't matter where you actually, technically, probably tacking in the middle is the best. Okay. Now we'll do the top side. Push down. Let it harden. Push down. Okay. So now that's all ready to be soldered. So you can kind of do like almost like a drag solder. What you do is you move your tip, let it sit. It's harder to do on this bottom plane than it is on the top. Top I can pretty much drag through, but where this bottom one, because there's so much more metal, you can kind of do it. It all depends on how thick your solder is. The thicker your solder, generally, you're gonna have more flux, so you could pull that off a little bit easier. And we are getting bridging because I ran out of foot. There we go. Ah, crud! I just accidentally filled one of the holes. Well, I guess what I'll do is I'll just do that right now. It was this one, right? No, this one. There we go. Come on. There we go. Might as well go ahead and just solder that up while I'm at it. Come on. Got a little bridge. There we go. Come on. There. That's a little bit thicker than I would like. There we go. Okay, so that's the bottom. Go ahead and cut off all these bits. I'm gonna want to sweep after this. Anyway, there, that's all done. Oh, there's not a bridge, but almost a bridge. There we go. We'll hit that with a brush and some ISO in a bit. And we just gotta do the last thing, which is solder up the header, and we are done. These don't take too long. Heck, even with all that, it only took me a little longer than it took me 40 minutes, even with my stumbling. It turns out I'm stupid and just literally had to do what I thought I had to do. But given how difficult it is to desolder one of these, being sure is better than gambling. So I was not going to take the chance and be wrong. Got a piece of hair or something on the board. You always know when you do because it smells really, it's got a distinct odor, to say the least. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's hit these with my brush and ISO, which is right here. I just realized I didn't do the top side. Nope. Totally missed the top side. Nice. I think I would have tested this anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Not gonna lie, if anything, the alcohol makes the board more sticky. Unless you properly dry it off. I need to get some Kimtech wipes, it seems. There we go. Good enough. Alright, let's just finish up the top. Come on. All right. Okay. Looks good. Alright, that is. I'm not going to worry about cleaning the top because it's all pretty isolated as far as it's assembled. It's good. not like we're using acid core or flux or something, so. There we go. Get it. Come on. There we go. Yep, that's good. Okay. I just wanted something solder this morning. Okay, those are ready to be tested, though I have no question that they'll work. But either way. Alright, what's next? Well, I got... Man, you could have just shipped it in the second box. Yeah, EV cards, yeah, probably just gonna. I mean, I guess he probably did it because it's a priority box. Thinking about it. So what do we got? We got a 6100 AV card. Actually, well, technically it's 61 and 7100, but we got two of them. Got a bunch of SMD caps on it, and we're gonna give them a restore. Set that there. Don't be lazy, just throw that there. Throw that there. And then these are what I would consider overpacked, but better safe than sorry when it comes to anything like this. Okay, there's one. Let me get the focus tightened up. C920 configure video. Oh, focus is on auto. Okay, good enough. All right. So we're going to pull out our cap twisting pliers and we're going to twist them, right? Well, there's actually many ways you could do this board. So if we look at it, let's first evaluate the board. Wow, that's a lot of RAM. Hold on. Yeah, okay. There you go. Can you see it? What the hell? I just opened this. You saw me just open it. In fact, I have the original photos before he sent them. Is that... Were those like that? Which one is this? So... It's the one without the sticker. Yeah, no, they were like that. So, yeah, no, they were like that. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm just setting up a new display. Yeah, so here we go. You can see they were already like that. So before anybody goes, oh my god, you're destroying boards, because we all know how people are. These are the original photos from the owner, they were like that before. Now, here's the question that's important. Before we go, oh, let's unbend them and all that, are they touching? Because if not, it's better to leave them alone than to go and touch them. Because all you're going to do is potentially introduce more damage. Not touching. Always test your tools. Not touching. I do think, though, some of these, I gotta check the pads. You know what? Gotta do the old for Twitter. But yeah, that's an interesting. Yeah, you want to get it tight. Oh, there we go. You can see those pins. Now again, I'm not entirely sure I want to correct that. At least not really. If I'm more tempted to make sure I don't want to risk breaking a pin. Because let me tell you, it really doesn't take much to do that. I don't have an X-Acto knife, which is really what I would want. Man, that is quite twisted, though. If I could get... Let's see. I just want to bend them pin by pin. That's where it gets fun. Actually, I think I might have better tweezers for this in my tweezer case. Okay. Some of these are really close to touching, which are the ones I want to address. Yep, the exact thing I was trying to avoid. These pins were... Alright, I'm going to have to fix that one, not a big deal. Damn it. Thankfully, it broke with enough, come on. Where's my tweezer kit? I'm not worried about fixing that one. That one I'll just tap a wire onto. Saw my tweezer kit not that long ago. definitely got better tweezers for fixing these. There we go. Actually, no, those are too narrow or too thick on the tip. I need a very narrow, fine tip, like that. Oh yeah, oh boy. Some of these are actually broken off the pads. Two of them, it looks like. Three, but all right, at least the dude, you had to break. Something had to bend up this board. Oh my god. And of course, there's probably no diagrams of this crap. So now I'm like trying to figure out. I really don't want to have to take this off to figure out where that pad went. Can't tell if that pad went anywhere or not. Fixing it's easy. Actually, it looks like no, it may not have gone anywhere. So I may not actually have to fix that pad. That would be probably why it broke. Nope, that definitely didn't go anywhere. There's no trace on that. Actually, that's a good question. Did the pin that broke go anywhere? Yeah, of course that one did. But not the one that broke free. Okay. That's good. I don't have to worry about that then. I just need to move that pin out of the way. Okay. Well, just make sure that one's not touching. All right, let me make. I'm gonna fix the ones that broke free. Make sure those are good. I have to bust out a 6100 to test this thing. No big deal. Okay. 10 minutes. Okay. Those are at least rebonded, it looks like. Yep. Solid. Solid. This is the crap I deal with. It's okay. This is why I say if they're not touching, you're better off leaving them alone. Because these types of pins generally can't take very much in the way of stress. And they will break on you. So I'm already going to have to fix one. Thankfully, I don't have to Dremel the chip or anything. At least it doesn't look like. Okay, those aren't touching. Those aren't touching. Those aren't touching. Yeah, so none of the pins are touching. Meaning, I'm going to leave them alone. I only wanted to fix the one that was really close. And I paid the price. So, how do we fix it? Well, we're going to take a little bit of Kynar wire, so really thin stuff. I don't know why it's blue. There it goes. More purple. It's a purple. There you go. You can kind of, yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. The wire is what's important. So we're going to throw some flux on that. We're then going to tin it. It's kind of important here because, well, first thing I need to do is actually tin the pin I want to solder to. It may need a narrower tip. We'll see. The problem is that other pin next to it. I think I'll be okay. Just gotta be, okay. So what I like to do, I got it tacked down to the pad. You gotta be very gentle here. But we're gonna come in. And we're gonna contour the wire. That broke off. Good. No, that means it wasn't well bonded. There we go. It's going to be tough because we have so little metal. Let this be a lesson in do as I say, not as I do. I will have this fixed. It's just, ugh. I'm going to need a narrower tip is what it is. So the problem is the pins are so close to each other. I need like a more point of a tip. It's fine. I got plenty of tips. I may not be able to do this right this moment. I'm kind of annoyed. I wish I hadn't noticed that, to be honest with you. Oh well. I'm sure the owner would have been like, hey, did you notice this? And I'd have been like, no, but at least now I could be like, oh yeah. Look. rubber tip. Here we go. This should do the job. Why is my phone not notifying me yet? Alright, I don't think I have enough time to do this right now. I need to go and start my normal day. Where am I going to put this? It's quite warm. I guess I'll just sit it on the desk. It'll be fine. Actually, this tip might be too narrow. Oh no, it definitely gets hot at the tip. Ah, that tip was still warm. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Okay, I got a much better bond on the bottom. And if I could just bond to this piece of metal on the side, I'll be done with at least this portion. There we go. Okay, I'm out of here. I got it bonded back. Whew, that was an adventure. And then, of course, there's still this pin that's broken off. I'm going to probably double check. Nothing goes there later, but I'm out. What an adventure.